everyone, it is Abigail with the Black Book Space. Today I'm going to be talking about the 6 books that I am planning to read this month in the month of July. Come back in a moment so we can talk about them. I want to know if you've read any of these, so stay tuned. Okay, so the first book I started a little while ago. I didn't get very far, and it is The Catch Me If You Can by Jessica Nwongo. This book is so exciting and inspiring. This lady has gone to every country in the world. She's so beautiful too. Like, she gives me really good ideas for like how I should be posing in my pictures, because she's like a model out here in these streets and I love it. But the most inspiring thing is that she has gone so many places. I really want to go to them. I want to see what her experience was like. One of my favorite things about this book, I haven't finished it because you know how I am about nonfiction. Like, I'd be taking too long to finish it, so I just kind of gave up for a little while. She talks about how the racism in the United States is just unsurpassed, and that she didn't experience it in very many other places outside of the country. That was very interesting. So I knew when she talked about that I had to finish this book, that it was definitely right up my alley. So one of the things she said is, when traveling and really in life, you will find what you are looking for. If you look for joy, you will find joy. If you look for beauty, you will find beauty. Alternatively, if you seek misery, you will find that. Life gives you what you seek. What are you seeking? So that's my question for you. What are you seeking? One thing I'm seeking is to finish more books in the month of July, because I'm still really behind on my book goal. So I'm looking forward to reading this book. If anybody has read it, I want to know what your thoughts were. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, what was your favorite place in here? Where were you inspired to visit based on reading this book? The next book is one that I've talked about before. I didn't realize till fairly recently that I hadn't finished it, and it's Who's Loving You? Love Stories by Women of Color. I enjoy this book because you guys know I'm sappy. It's made up of a lot of different stories, and that was probably my favorite part. There's a story in here called Motherland, like Motherland Jams. Love that. And the dialogue in here is really great. Each story is written by a different person. One of my favorite stories was about this little sci-fi situation that was going on. It was like a sci-fi time-lapse situation. It was really interesting. So that kind of let me know that I'm into sci-fi, so I need to start finding some sci-fi books by Black authors too. Who are your favorite Black authors that write sci-fi? I want to know. Comment in the tell me in the comments. So I hope this isn't cheating, but I started this book and I haven't finished it. So I'm putting it on my to be read list for July, because that's when I'll finish it. So hey, I make the rules here, so it's not cheating. That's how we're doing it on this channel, okay? The next book is Sister Gumbo. Very similar to Who's Loving You in the fact that I didn't finish it, and it's made up of a bunch of different stories. I really thought I had finished this one too. I'm very close to the end. This one is more of a set of interviews. So the stories in here are true. They are interviews from ladies who are talking about affairs, about dating, about sex, about cheating and marriage and everything to do with love, the whole spectrum. It's really, really interesting. All women are in this book talking about all of their little stories. Very juicy. And I like that it's called Sister Gumbo, because it's kind of like just getting together with your sister circle and chatting with people about, you know, your views on dating, how your marriage is going, different things like that. So it's just kind of like sitting together and reading it. And I like doing that in life. So I don't know why I did not finish this book, but I'm going to finish it soon. I promise it'll be done before the month of July is over. Okay, now this book I talked about last week why I didn't finish it, right? It is Think and Grow Rich. I didn't finish it because I'm trying to like incorporate like all this stuff into my life, and sometimes it's difficult to do that quickly, and I really need to finish the book quickly because I need to get as many books read as possible before the end of the year. So maybe I need to stop setting that goal for myself, but I have to finish this book. It is one that I've heard the audio of growing up. My mom would play the audio, I've heard it many times. So I'm looking forward to reading it, finishing up, incorporating these things into my life, because I really do need a bit of a mindset shift when it comes to business. And I think this book will really lend that to me. And I hope that you'll go on that journey with me. If you have read this book, let me know what you think about it. Let me know how you think it has changed you in business. course, that's something I'll be talking about on both my blog and the YouTube channel once I finish the book. I won't talk about it before. So that's a goal I have. So once I finish this book next month, I'll be able to tell you about how I'm going to incorporate those things into my daily life. The last book that I will be finishing, in no particular order, it's just the last one that was on the pile here, is this one. We Should All Be Millionaires. I'm almost done with this book. I adore this book. I've talked about it so many times on the channel. I've actually already started incorporating many of the things she talks about into my life, such as raising the prices in my business and just knowing what a hot commodity I am. Do you know how much of a hot commodity you are? There are so many things that you know that someone else may not know. You may be able to explain it to them, and that's worth time and money. Don't ever think it's not. Those are the types of things she's talking about in this book, because a lot of times we ladies have a lot of imposter syndrome. She talks about how to get over that. Sometimes you really have to just push through. You have to keep in mind that you have wonderful knowledge, you're nurturing, you're amazing, you know things that other people may not know. That is why you gotta maybe charge some more, or you're even worth investing in yourself. If there's something that you really want to know, some business that's out there that you really want to get into, but you're feeling a little iffy about it, invest in yourself and maybe learn about it. Maybe ask around. Maybe somebody out there has something, some knowledge that you don't know about. Be open to that, because we should all be millionaires. So that is it. That is all. I have quite a long homework list for July when I finish these books, and I'm looking forward to it. All of these books, like I said, have been books that I really enjoyed. I just kind of got off and decided to start reading other books instead. So now it's time for me to buckle down and make sure that I finish all of these books before the month ends. Come back at the end of the month and see what I have to say about each of them. See if I finished all of them. And I want to know what you are going to be reading this month too. So if you have created a similar video, or if you have a list out there of books that you really want to read for the month of July, comment below. Let me know. I will support you on your journey as well. Whatever you do today, I hope it's something that brings you joy.